When you win 6 Lombardi trophies, there are more than enough memorable games and moments within those games to remember. For me, it's the biggest play of Super Bowl 40 at Ford Field in Detroit, Michigan. This was the Jerome Bettis homecoming Super Bowl, made possible several weeks earlier in Indianapolis when Ben Roethlisberger, of all people, needed to make a game-saving tackle after that Bettis fumble in the Colts playoff game. Nick Harper was the man trying to return it for a score, and it was Roethlisberger backpedaling with the tackle of the day. And if that tackle wasn't made, there likely would not have been a trip to Detroit. But Bettis finally got to enjoy the crowning moment of his career, winning a Super Bowl ring in his hometown. My recollections of this game start with the cold and snowy weather that we had all week covering the run-up to the game. At the time, our KDK-TV broadcast location was on top of the notable bar called Hockey Town in Detroit. We were at the very top of this thing, exposed to the elements, which I guess gave those who were not there a taste of what it was like outside all week. On game day, of course, it was comfort-controlled temperature inside of Ford Field. Super Bowl 40 at times, if you'll remember, was sloppily played, but there were no shortages of big and controversial plays, like the offensive pass interference call.
He feels the scramble, so he goes into a scramble drill, and he put that right hand up there.
It was a bang-bang play, but replays, to me at least, made that a good call. It was a call that cost Seattle 4 points. There was also the Ben Roethlisberger bootleg touchdown run at the end of the first half. Seattle had a beef with this call too, but again, it appeared to be the right call. Did the nose of the football make it to the goal line? Not enough evidence to overturn that call, and it stood. All of those were big moments. But the biggest moment for me was the fake 39 reverse pass call.
And he's thrown a touchdown to Hines Ward in the Super Bowl.
So let's refresh your memory. 9 minutes and change left in this game, with the Steelers leading 14-10 and slowly and kind of methodically moving up into Seattle territory. It appeared the Steelers were kind of nursing the lead, doing what they could to protect it and eat up as much time as they could in the process, until the call that will go down as one of the best calls, to me, of Super Bowl history because of the timing of it. The handoff to Willie Parker, the reverse to Antwaan Randle-El, a defensive back's nightmare. Do you come up on the play to stop the run? That was the first instinct for Marcus Trufant, but as he was thinking tackle, Hines Ward was in full speed down the field. Trufant and Seattle people had to reverse course, but Ward was already behind the secondary. It still took, though, a perfect pass to make this play work. And while Ben Roethlisberger was busy supplying another block on a Seattle blitzer, it was Randle-El, actually in a familiar position. You remember, he was one of the most prolific passers in the NCAA coming out of Indiana. He threw for over 11,000 yards and 86 touchdowns for the Hoosiers. This was a comfort zone for the now wide receiver of the Steelers. It was the best pass of this game and the biggest part of the game, and it was the knockout punch that the Steelers needed to secure that 21-10 win en route to their 5th Lombardi trophy. It was also the first touchdown pass by a wide receiver in Super Bowl history. The perfect call at the perfect time and the perfect execution. I'm Bob Pompeani, and that's my Super Bowl memory.